What's up, guys? Back with me is here at Smallville, Season 5, Episode 9, Lexmas. Okay, so so this episode starts off at Lex is talking to his friend Griff, who would go on to play who would go on to play Frank Pike on Arrow, and yeah, Adam Pike. Well, anyway, and he's like, "Hey, do you want me to pull the grenade on Jonathan and pull him out of the race?" And he's like, "No, don't do that." But then Lex get mugged by his two robbers. He gets shot once, and the other lady shoots him twice, and then we see Lex's body, and then he wakes up in a dream world where he's married to Lana. He's got one kid, and another kid's on the way, and Lex thinks he's dreaming with, but his mom's like, "No, Lex, you're not dreaming. You're seeing the life you could have had. You're seeing the life you could have wanted if you walked away from your father." So yeah, well, Lex is in the dream world. Our actual Lex is in a coma, and yeah, and Lionel pays the doctors to get Lex. Lex could be crippled, but Lionel's like, "No, I want that. You gotta fix him now." So while that's happening, everything's going right for Lex in his dream world. As I said, he's married to Lana, he's got one kid, another kid on the way, and yeah, Jonathan's the senator in this version. And he and Clark, he's still good friends with Clark and Jonathan. So yeah, so basically Lex's mom is showing him if he walked away from his father, he could have all this. He could have had Lana, he and Clark's friendship wouldn't have been wrecked, and Jonathan wouldn't have hated him. So yeah, Lex is kind of living the dream life right now. So yeah, so as I said, so Clark Chloe's like actual Chloe's like, "Hey Clark, I need your help to deliver presents to needy children." So Clark meets a drunk Santa who's trying to complete suicide, and yeah, really, drunk Santa. And very weird. And yeah. So yeah, and Clone able to convince him not to, and he needs help. So yeah. So yeah. So yeah. So back in the dream world. Well, I'm calling it dream world because we know that's me, the real Lex. So yeah, in the dream world, Lex goes through. Yeah. So Lex, he's having a good life. Chloe's still working day playing up, but Lana finally gives her baby. But then something happens, and Lana lost a lot of blood, so Lex is forced to go to Lionel for help. But Lionel, even though Lex is having a good life, Lionel still, this version of Lionel wants Lex to be bad, because he's like, "Yeah, you shouldn't have done what you did and walked down on me and gave John. You shouldn't have walked down on me 7 years ago and gave Johnson the senator, right? Senator, like, was it like senator position, senator?" And he's like, "Lana's about to die," and he's like, well, that's your problem, Lex. So yeah. So unfortunately, Dream Lana ends up dying, and 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 that switches like something in Lex he's like where yeah, that switches something in Lex because he's like, "Oh yeah, I've already lost Julian, his mom, and now Lana." So yeah, so that switches something in Lex. So fortunately, as I said before, so when Lex get so when so when Lex gets out of it, Lex gets out of the coma, he learns what Lionel did, and he's like, "How dare he?" Lex is to Lionel, how dare Lionel play God with Lex's life? And yeah, the whole drunk Santa thing was something because Santa just drunk Santa visits Chloe, and then he just disappears, and he's like maybe like it is a miracle. So then Lex calls Griff, and he's like, hey, I learned something that afters are the only thing that you need in life is money, power, and all this other stuff. And I want you to pull the grenade and pull Jonathan out of the race. So yeah, something has changed in Lex. Now that he's lost Dream Lana, he's lost his mom, he's lost his baby brother, and that's just made him think that you don't need love. All you need is power, money, and all this other stuff. And yeah, it's very dark, but also and now he wants to target Jonathan, which is and that's basically the story of this episode. Lex kind of lived in a wonderful life-ish scenario, but in this version, he got to live the perfect life. He had the perfect wife and Lana. He had the perfect life. He finally got everything that he wanted. But of course, it's Smallville. It's a TV show, and tragedy struck in Lex's life, where he lost the one person that he loved, which was his wife, Lana. And that switched in him, and that made him go from oh yeah, I don't want you to pull the grenade on Jonathan to yeah, pull it. And that money and power are the only thing that matter. That is something that I never thought Lex would do. That he would go from oh yeah, I have a perfect life to coming back to life and realizing that the only thing in his life matters is power and money. Like I kind of feel bad for Lex in a sense now because he had the perfect life. He had Jonathan and Clark respect him. He had Lana, a person that he's been infatuated with forever, and she was married to him, and Clark and Jonathan loved him. So, but yeah, I feel bad for Lex that I still don't like him anymore, but I feel bad for him because he had everything he could have wanted, and he wakes up to realize that the only thing he needs in life, is power, money, and all this stuff. You don't like Lex, but you feel bad for him in a sense. So yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. It was a really good episode, and Lexmas was a Christmas episode because Lexmas, get it? Are you getting it? Xmas. Okay. Well, yeah. So, like, comment, subscribe. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you next Smallville.